cylinder, it is 1.4 centimeter. A conical cavity of same height. Conical cavity of same height. So height of cone is also 1.4 centimeter and diameter and same diameter. So diameter of the cone is also 1.4. Wait. This is 2. Okay. So cylinder. Listen here. So this is a cylinder, solid cylinder. In that there is a conical cavity. Okay. So what is the total surface area of this solid? Okay, total surface area of this solid. When you see the solid, you have to think of painting that any solid surface that will be equal to area of that. So we have to paint the total curved surface area of this cylinder. Outside painting you have to do, that is the curved surface area of the cylinder. Correct, na? Plus this in the bottom it is pi r square. Okay. Then you have to, inside the cavity also should be painted. So that is also plus CSA of the cone. Plus CSA of the cone. CSA of a cylinder is what? 2 pi r into h. Plus pi r square. Plus what is CSA of the cone? Pi r. And now we know the height of the cylinder. Diameter is this. So radius will be 1.4 by 2. 14 by 2 is 7. So 0.7 centimeter. Height of the cone is the same thing. And radius, 1 minute. 0.7. Now length, slant height you have to find. L is equal to root of r square plus L square. So L will be equal to R is 0.7 whole square plus 2.4 whole square. Okay. A wooden article was made by scooping off a hemisphere from each end of the solid cylinder as shown in the figure. If the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter, this is 10 centimeter, and its base is of radius 3.5 centimeter. So radius it is 3.5 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the article. So total surface area of the article here. Okay, so that is equal to what you will get. 2 hemisphere you have and a cylinder. That is cylinder outside area, it is curved surface area. That is CSA of the cylinder. Okay. And now you have to fill this also. This also you have to paint. That is the CSA of the hemisphere. Similarly, here also it will be there. That is 2 times this. And what is the CSA of a cylinder? 2 pi r into h plus CSA of an hemisphere 2 pi r. Radius of hemisphere and radius of the cylinder both same 3.5. Now, yeah, it is the same, and height it is 10 centimeters. So what you will get, 2 into 22 by 7 The radius is 3.5. I'll take it as 7 by 2. Height what? Hello. It is something like this. So inside this, Shanta runs an industry in the shed. Okay. Listen, Shanta runs an industry in a shed which is in the shape of a cuboid surmounted by a half cylinder. Okay. So one upon the other is there. Then how much air is inside, that means you should just add the water. Okay. So if the base of the shed is of dimension 7 meters and 50 meters. So this is 7 and this it is given the 15 and height it is given 8. Okay. Find the volume of the air that shed can hold. Further, suppose the machinery in the shed occupies a total space of 300 meter cube and there are 20 workers, each of whom can occupy 0.08 meter cube. Okay, space. Then how much air is in? Okay, how much air is in? Now, so what is the total volume of this? And write down this. The volume of the shed. Volume of the shed is equal to volume of the cuboid plus the volume of the this portion, that is the half cylinder, what they are telling. Okay. Is it said that huh? Is it said that it is they have given. See, surmounted by half cylinder. It is there in the text. Okay. Now, what is the volume of the cuboid is what? L into B into H plus half into volume of the cylinder. What is the volume of the cylinder? Pi r square into H. So now, what are the data they have given? The length. First, we will find the volume of the shed. Then we will find the volume of the air. What is the difference? I will tell them. So, what is the length they have given here? 15. Breadth 7. Height they have given 8. Okay. Now, in the cylinder, what will be the diameter? Diameter is also equal to 7. So diameter of the cylinder is 7. So radius of the cylinder is 7 by 2. Okay. Then what is the height of the cylinder? Height of the cylinder here? 15. So this height, this is 50. So height of the cylinder is 50. So if you substitute everything, you will find the volume of the shed. Okay. Substitute it, what you will get? Volume of the shed. L into B into H. That is 15 into 7 into 8 plus half into 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into height. What is the height? 15. Okay. Next. The volume of the air. Okay, it is equal to total volume is this much minus the 300 is machinery thing plus and the workers how much they will take 20 into 0.08 20 into 0.0. Okay, so this is equal to 1128.75 minus 300 plus 1.6. Okay. Next. Was 5 centimeter, but the bottom of the glass had a hemisphere raised portion which reduced the capacity of the glass. If the height of the glass was 10 centimeter, find the apparent capacity of the glass and its actual capacity. So this is a question. So this glass looks like a cylinder. This glass looks like a cylinder, but inside it is like this. But inside it is like this. So what is the actual capacity here and the apparent capacity is asked. Apparent capacity means that for looking it is the complete cylinder. That is the capacity. Okay. And what about the actual capacity? Only this much. That means what? In the cylinder minus this hemisphere will be the actual space left over. Again, I repeat, see, in the cylinder, actually in the cylinder, if I remove this portion, only this much is the space present here. So actual capacity here will be equal to the volume of the cylinder, okay, minus volume of hemisphere. Minus the volume of the hemisphere. This is the actual capacity, but for looking, it looks like volume. It is equal to volume of the cylinder. So, what is the volume of the cylinder? 2 pi r square into h. Pi r square into h. And what is the volume of an hemisphere? 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now, radius of the cylinder and radius of the hemisphere, it's the same. But height, it will differ. Height of the cylinder, you have to check. What is the radius here given? Inner diameter. The radius of cylinder, that is 2.5 centimeter. And the radius of the hemisphere, that is also 2.5 centimeters. Height of the cylinder. You can. Height of the cylinder. So what is the height of the cylinder here? Height of the glass is 10 centimeters. So total height, this is 10 centimeter. Okay, in this you have to remove this much. This is 2.5 centimeters. So height of the cylinder is 77.5 centimeters. No. Total cylinder you have to subtract. Now height you take 10 only. That you can remove that. Yes, do that. No. Okay, see here. Pi is what? 22 by 7. Radius of the cylinder, it is 2.5 into 2.5 into 10 minus. Yeah, next step. So 22 by 7 into r cube. R is what? 2.5 into 2. Okay. So use pi as 3.14. No? So this, what are the common things I can take? These two. Okay, so 3.14 into 2.5 into 2.5. So what is this remaining? 10 minus 2 by 3 into 2.5. Okay. 25 into 25, 625. 2.5 into 2.5, 6.2. So 3.14 into 6.25 into 10 minus this is 2.5 into 2 is 5. 5 by 3. 5 by 3, how much you will get? 1.6. 10 minus 1.6. This 1.7. So 10 minus 1.6. 8.3. It's the same. 3.14 into 6.25 into 8. 8 3s are 24 into 6. More than that you get. 26.06 you will get. So you will get 26.06 into 6.2. You will get around 26. Simplify, you will get 1.
Here we will end the today's class. Do not forget to subscribe the channel. If the content of this channel is useful, please like the video and share with your friends. Thank you.